Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Aaron Sanchez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury, so we are ready for baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
He pulls this one into right. Richard is there to make the play, and Ellsbury becomes the first out of the ballgame. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So the Masahiro Tanaka is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This is a fun guy to watch pitch. Almost struck out 200 batters last season, so he does have swing and miss capabilities. But the thing I like, he commands the strike zone. He commands the running game. Just a real solid pitcher. Looking forward to him twirling it. This one.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took Game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into Game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Here now the 2-2. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 2-2. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And that's the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hernandez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. Here's big Aaron Judge. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
The 1-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. First home run of the campaign for him as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Fly ball right down the line in left. Pierce has it in his tracks. And he hauls it down in the corner.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Troy Tulowitzki. Obviously known for his offense and the ability to move the ball both gaps and out of the yard. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense, though. Plays a big man's game at shortstop, but is able to cover a ton of ground out there.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, third baseman,
Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And prior to the first pitch, you'll look to first. A dive, but he's back. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. Once more, a throw over. And the runner back. And again a throw. And a dive, but he's back in. Here's Brett Gardner now as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Justin Smoke, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Not close. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike to count. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Count still full. 3-2. The next 3-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ellsbury going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pearce, a native Floridian. He was an 8th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the. At the plate, Greg Bird, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Greg Bird.
0-1 the count. The pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bird is retired, and there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees. Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Ronald Torreyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Torreyes, the runner at first with 2 gone. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Travis has it. On to Tulowitzki at second for the force, and that'll end the inning. The Yanks leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Here's Randall Grichuk.
Leading off with a change, right fielder.
First offering on its way.
Grichuk.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So he got him swinging. Randall Grichuk is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high And gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game. A solo home run off the bat of Troy Tulowitzki. Second home run early in the year as the Blue Jays are even.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Russell Martin now.
Russell Martin.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The 0-1 home to Martin. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. 2 out, nobody on. But the Jays are able to tie things. Into the box, Aaron Judge. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at-bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit hard on the ground at first, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the tag from Martin. They got him at the plate.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman.
Now to the plate, Brendan Drury. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot. Now following the 2-out double. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Drury has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
0-2, here it comes. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, Dero. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. popped him up. Donaldson in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
1-0 the count.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back for that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner moves over. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoak. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Hernandez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. So tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
2-1 to count. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded, foul. Here now the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. Our score remains 2-1. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll be the one to lead things off now against Aaron Sanchez.
Bird.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Strike.
0-2.
And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he'll get back in safely. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Steve Pearce now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Steve Pearce.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of a great slider that time.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Here's big Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Pops this one up. Smoke over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. Fly out and a single for him so far. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Stanton on his way up to second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Leaps high as he makes the